Welcome back to Building Together. We have a family building challenge today. What set are we going to be using?
The Lion Knight Castle?
Yes, she says confidently. Yes, we were using the Lion Knight's Castle. We have done a lot of videos with it, but we've torn it all apart. The pieces are behind me. We have this table right here that we are going to build on, and we are going to give ourselves a time limit. So, Autumn, how long should we have to build our MOC for our challenge?
Hour and 30 minutes.
An hour and 30 minutes. Sounds good. So we are going to be giving you some progress reports as we go about an hour and 30 minutes. We are going to build a MOC out of the pieces from the Lion Knight's Castle. Let's see what we can come up with. You excited?
Yes.
Fives. There we go. Let's do it. All right, Autumn.
What?
We're about 20 minutes in, so we've got an hour and 10 minutes remaining. What's going on over here? What do you got?
Building the kitchen, and Dad had to help me with the layout, but then I basically did the rest of it. Dad helped me a little bit in where to put the counter. I was gonna put it like in here, but then that would leave a little crevice of only one stud there, so I decided to make it over here.
All right, so it looks like we've got some water separated by some land over there, and we got some more land coming up over here. So our plan right now is to do what, Autumn?
To build half. Wait, to build half and half. So Mom builds half, I build half, and then Dad apparently is just like helping whoever needs help.
Our first step was to establish the layout of the castle, so we decided we'd do two land pieces with some water running through it, connected by a bridge. So Autumn's working on this half, I'm working on this half, and Colin is helping both of us do a little bit better job, since he's the real expert here.
All right, we'll check back in later. Okay, all right.
Ah!
Why do you have that reaction?
Because this castle's a bit of a mess.
All right, what do we have left to do, Autumn?
We have a lot. I don't know.
All right, there's where we're at right now, guys. Yeah, we're gonna have to tell you a little bit about what we did and what we didn't do. So this is a blast. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. Okay, we have built for an hour and a half. We are laughing a lot because
I don't care what's so funny, but I am laughing.
But there are some pretty funny things to this castle. So, Autumn, what's going on?
So, in the kitchen, we built a ladder, but then what's the ladder supposed to be for?
Yeah, so we have a ladder in the kitchen, but there's no way to access the kitchen. There's no way to access the ladder in the kitchen. It's basically just a walled-in place. So we were planning really well there. So kudos to us on that one. But so we had our original concept. We have some water going through the middle, and we have two different sections, which allowed us to each. Like Autumn and I started on this side and Julia focused on this side here. So it allowed us to build separately a little bit. But what were some of the issues we ran into?
Okay. The first issue was figuring out how to build on all these what felt like random base plates that were very small and trying to figure out. So what ended up happening, because of that, I ended up with this very irregular floor plan. So then trying to figure out how to...
Roughly half of her build was trying to figure out how to build a floor.
Okay.
And scene.
So building the floor before with the plates we had and the strange dimensions I was using was rather complicated, and we ended up with this, jutting out top. So it looks kind of funny.
I don't think it does the way that you add this slope there. If you just had like one right here and look a little better.
It originally did.
And
that looked out.
I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Namely, when Julia forgot. Well, so Autumn and I did not even think about windows. Which for a kitchen, let me tell you, is probably the best thing in the world.
There's no ventilation.
There
It's a
is,
completely closed box.
there is a fireplace with
No
nowhere for
chimney.
the smoke to go.
You were the builder of the fireplace.
Well, I meant to put a chimney here, but I got distracted. I had to build a throne, and then when I got back, there was no chimney.
I mean, one of the issues was we set an hour and a half time limit on ourselves, so we were building up and got into a good rhythm for a little while, and then all of a sudden we realized we don't have enough time. So we stopped thinking about all the things we would ideally like and just trying to figure out how to finish quickly.
The last 10 minutes or so were filled with, trying to get some detail in there. And I actually think it turned out pretty nicely when you consider that. So Julia did not have any windows, but she left some room for windows. So I was able to put something in there to show off some of the flowers and some details on the top side of the window. Autumn and I, of course, windowless, chimneyless, and very much a health hazard for whoever the poor cook is. But also we were able to get some stuff in the water. So Autumn, why don't you tell me what you did with the water?
So, Mom added little lily pad looking things to connect the plates, but then there was still one more, and since it's a long strip, I thought I wanted to put one around here. So I did, but then I ended up fixing it twice. And then Dad and Mom must have added these little plants, and then Dad told me to add slopes, clear slopes for the little waves and stuff.
And I think all those little details make it come to life a little bit more and make it look more finished.
It really does. We added some minifigs to it, some trees, a lot of flowers. We may not have windows, but we did put some nice flowers and vines on the side here. And really, when you think about, if you've watched, say, Lego Masters, right, I think that last rush is like getting those details that can really take the build and put it all together. I mean, we were, doing some nice, I think, detailing on our bridge right here and on our entrance, which, again, Julia thought of more of those details than Autumn and I, who were just like plowing ahead building walls and not thinking about so much of that.
So I think even though when we were in the midst of it, dealing with the different challenges we were having, and then as seeing that our time was slipping away, we kind of felt like it was just going to be a big disaster. But it was nice to see that in the end it came together, and even though we could find a lot of faults with it, it still looks like a cute little build.
When it was 25 minutes left, I got super bored and started building fast, just thinking of when we're gonna get to the end. So I didn't think to add in any important stuff like windows or anything at that point.
Yeah. So we learned some lessons. I think we had some fun, and it was a nice little afternoon activity. Yeah, we laughed a lot, especially at the end, and realized in some cases how bad things looked, and then some of the things we just didn't think about when you're trying to race ahead and build. So a lot of fun, and I think we'll definitely have to do it again at some point in time.
I give us 2 hours.
Well, it depends on how much time we have, right?
Thanks for watching. I hope you had fun along with us. I know we were laughing a lot and had a lot of fun. So please like the video, subscribe, ring the bell, and always remember,
Keep building together.